Okay, so the first thing we did to start off our project, we laid out our roofing. We did make sure the overlaps were just right. And then what we did, we're going to put one bracket on each end, and then where the metal overlapped. And you want to make sure the bracket is on the high part, not the low part. So we put one on the end, and then one. So we laid the brackets out and marked the wood. Then we went ahead and put the brackets in. As you can see up here, this is it's already finished. So we put the brackets in to the 2x4, and then we went ahead and screwed this to the eaves under the house. And these brackets will eventually we'll put the 2x4s there, and then you put screws through the sides to hold those in place. And if you want to make it extra strong, once you get those 2x4s in, you can put another bracket on the other side for a little extra strength. We're going to use a 2x6 for our end piece. And I'm going to go ahead, I already measured and started cutting. We're going to cut this so it'll sit an inch under the metal on each side. You don't want the wood exposed to water because obviously it'll reduce its life. So that's what we're going to do here. It helps to have a good sharp blade, not an old dull one like I've got here. Makes your cuts a lot faster. We wanted to figure out how tall these posts need to be. So we want a generous slope. So we came up with it about 7 feet is about the right height. Plus it's tall enough where no one's going to bump their head. So we're going to cut them at 7 feet. That'll leave a generous slope. And if the ground's not level, we are going to come up with a way to make it work at the end. So for now, we're going to cut all 3 of these beams at 7 feet. What we're going to do now, we're eventually going to have 2 screws into these beams, and then we're probably going to be using a U bracket from the other side to make it really strong. But just for now, what we're going to do is we're going to screw in just 1 screw so that we can still move this. On each one, we're going to do 1 screw, and that way we can stand them up. Since our ground is probably very unlevel, this way with 1 screw in, we can stand them up, then use our level to level them out, and then we'll put in the 2nd screw when we know we've got them all just how we want them. So that's how you can kind of do this if your ground is a little wavy like ours.
It's a cat on a hot tin roof.
So next, you want to wait till it's like the middle of the night. Just kidding. We just happened to be out here working late. But what we did next for the support for the structure is we took these beams. These are metal car wheels, and you can get these often cheap at second-hand stores. So I had a few of these laying around. So they work great. What we did is we lined them with plastic bags on the inside so that the cement won't go through the hole, and then you just fill it with cement. It makes a great base to hold your post in. So I've done this before on other projects, and it worked out really nice. So we're doing it again. So what you want to do when you're putting this cement in, we're going to try to slant it up to the wood so the water will roll off. You want to make sure the water can't pool on. What you'll notice is the more you beat it with your stick, the smoother it gets. And I believe that what that is you're pushing the cement's made of, chunks of rock and stuff. I believe that's pushing the rocks further down in, and then you're dealing with more of the smooth concrete mix.
Finished shed, I think it came out real nice. And we used some U-bolts to go around the post, and then we drilled some holes and ran the bolts through there. So as you can see, we did that on each end. We got the 3 posts here. So, as we showed you, we filled these old metal car wheels with cement, and then I decided I wanted a little more support for the middle, so I just used a little paint can. I didn't want to use another wheel because I didn't want it to be bulky in the middle, because we wanted access in and out. So I just filled a little paint can with cement. Worked out real nice. Then the last thing we did is we put up these, we actually already had some painted pallets, so I put up little painted pallets to kind of form the side walls. So then where it meets the house, we use some metal brackets to kind of shore this up. So this goes all the way along. It attaches to these posts on either side, and then it attaches to that post. That kind of ties the structure all together and keeps it a little tight. We could have maybe put one at the top, but I think this is good enough. And it's not holding up a whole lot of weight. We got the corrugated metal roofing, which is real lightweight. So we're not holding up a ton of weight here. So I think I felt like this was strong enough. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the shed, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know if you've made one similar, and we'd love to see pictures of what you've done. Thanks for watching.